Hey guys, welcome to the new video. I hope you all are doing well. So today's video is for you if you are planning a trip to Europe and planning to apply for your Schengen visa. So of course, if you are planning a trip to Europe, the first thing you need to do is apply for the Schengen visa. And in today's video, I'm going to cover the entire process of applying a Schengen visa, where you need to go, what is the fee associated with the visa, and for how much duration you can get the visa. So let's start with the video. So the first thing is to consider which country in Europe you are actually traveling to. So your trip might be different, someone else's trip might be different, but I'll let you know what you need to do in each of the cases. So in case you are traveling just one country in Europe, you just need to apply for the visa of that one particular country. No matter whenever you get the visa, it is going to be a Schengen visa, but that particular country is going to grant you the visa, or that country's embassy is going to grant you the visa. So if, for example, you are going to Germany only, you need to apply for a Schengen visa from the German embassy. But if you are traveling to Europe, to many countries of Europe, for example, you are traveling to Switzerland, Germany, Czech Republic, France, in that case, what you need to do is you need to apply to the embassy of the country where you will be landing first and where you are planning to stay the maximum number of days. So to be safe, what you need to do is, for example, you have a trip planned and you know that your first country of destination is going to be France. You need to apply a Schengen visa through a French embassy. Yes, so I hope this thing is clear. And once you determine which country's embassy you need to apply the visa for, then you just need to follow the entire process through that particular country. So since there are many options, it depends on various people which countries you are planning to go to and which country you will be applying your Schengen visa from. In my case, today I'm going to show you the entire process of how you can apply for a Schengen visa through French embassy. The process is very simple. If you stick with me throughout the video, I'll show you step-by-step process and you'll be able to get your visa comfortably. So let's begin. So your first step is going to be to go on Google and search for VFS France. So since I am in Canada, I will select VFS France Canada, but you can select VFS France and whichever country you are applying your visa from. And I'll go to the first link here, which is VFS Global. Just make sure in the HTTP extension that the extension mentions FRA at the end, which means that you are at the correct site for France. Now, once you reach this site, you need to click on book an appointment, because what we are doing is we'll book an appointment first and then go to the form filling and the other part, because sometimes you do not get an appointment and it is most important to get an appointment on time, and then you know which day your appointment is scheduled for, and then you can fill up the form and collect the documents accordingly. So you need to click on book now, and then there are two options. They say if you have not filled the France visa application form, click here, or if you have filled the form, click here. So what I'll do is we'll fill up the form later, but we'll first book an appointment. So I'll click on the second number link, and then I'll click on I accept and book an appointment now. So once you click here, they are going to ask you to sign in. If you already have an account, you can sign in. If you don't, you just click here on I don't have an account and then create a new account and then sign in. I'm just going to sign in now. Alright, so once you have signed in, you see there are no applications found. So you click on start a new booking. And then you have to fill out your appointment details. So the first thing is choose your visa application center. So there are 4 centers in Canada, but depends on whichever country you're applying from. You can select the center which is nearest to your destination, to your location. So I'm going to select, for example, France Visa Application Center, Montreal. And then you choose your appointment category: long stay, short stay, or student visa. So I'll click on short stay. You can select whichever you prefer. And then you need to choose your subcategory: short stay, any other visa category, or short stay, spouse of French citizen. So I'll select this. Alright, if I select this, it says we are sorry but no appointment slots are currently available, please try later. So let's try another option. Sometimes it happens there are no slots available, so in that case we just need to see if there are any slots available at any other destination. So I'll select. As you can see, I have tried the other visa application centers as well, and they say that there is no appointment slots currently available. It is very common, it has happened with me before as well. In this case, I'm just going to suggest you that, of course, maybe for your country or for your location you get a slot. Otherwise, you just need to check constantly, and once there is a slot available, you just select the slot for your appointment and then pay the fee, which is around 45 Canadian dollars per person, and then you can continue and book your appointment. So this is the first part. So once you have booked an appointment, you just need to come to Google again and then select for France visa application, and you'll see a link here which says start your visa application online, which is the France Visa's government France site. So once you click here, you'll come to the government of France visa site. Here is where you can fill out the entire form and then you start your visa application. So you can click on my account if you already have an account, or if you don't, you just need to create a new account here. So I'll create the new account here. Language in which you want to complete your visa application. And then you click on create an account. So it says thank you for creating an account. An email verification code has been sent to your email. So now you need to do is you just need to activate your email by the code that has been sent to your email address, and then you'll be able to access your France Visa's account. So now the email that you receive, you just have to verify through the link there, and then you can set up your own password. So once you set up your own password, you are now into your own account where it says my applications, and here you need to click on create a new application in a new group of applications. Once you click here, your application now starts. You need to give all the information in this form. So basically there are different kinds of details they're going to ask you. The first details are your plans. So they're going to ask you for your current nationality, your stay, which means the place of submission of application and the city of submission of application. Plus they're going to ask you which kind of visa do you require, is it a long stay or a short stay, and your main destination of stay. Then they're going to ask you about your travel document. Then they're going to ask you your plans. So basically here you can just enter that you're traveling you're just visiting, it's for a tourist reason and your main purpose of stay. This is the first page. After that, they are going to ask you all your information, which means your name, email address details, your passport details, etc. Then about your last visa if you have already had a visa. Then about your stay, where they'll be asking you where you will be staying. If you have booked hotels, you'll need to write about the name of the hotels over there and the duration of the stays in those hotels. Then they're going to ask for your contacts, if there are any people to with whom you're going to stay in Europe. You're just going to give the contacts of those people, and then at the end they are going to ask you for the supporting documents. So for the supporting documents, you don't have to worry. You just have to take the supporting documents with you to the VFS center. So once you fill out the entire form, there is an applicable rate, a fee, which you need to pay, and then you need to book the appointment, which we have already booked in our case. So guys, once you fill up the form, you can print out the form, and at the end of the form you will find that there is a checklist of the documents that you will require to need and take along with you to the VFS center when you have your appointment. So now I am going to show you the checklist and what are the documents that you will require. So here you will see the required supporting documents to submit your application. If you see here, it says that the day of your appointment, thank you for coming with your originals and a copy of the documents listed below. So all the documents which we are going to discuss, you also need to get the originals if you have them, as well as the photocopies, because the photocopies are the ones which visa officers at the VFS will keep. So the first thing is forms. The first form is signed and dated application form. So the application form which you download, you need to sign and date it. Second is the receipt France visas. The receipt that you have paid the funds, you'll get a receipt, and you also need to take it along with you. Then you also need to take a travel document, which is going to be your passport, which is issued less than 10 years ago, and also it should contain at least 2 blank pages and should be valid for at least 3 months longer than the date on which you intend to leave for the Schengen area. You need to take an ID photograph. Again, when you are booking your appointment, what you need to do is, there are specifications given for the photograph there. You can either get a photo done, or you can also pay at the VFS center and they'll take a photo off for you. If you are not a Canadian citizen, you need to take your permanent residence card. So this, the prerequisites or the checklist is made as per my application form, but if you are in any other country, you will need to take according documents. If you have an official travel document, and if you don't have an official travel document, a note verbal is required. So this might not be applicable for most of you. Then you need to take documents for the purpose of your stay. That is, the first is detailed itinerary with the tour operator's name. So in my case, what I did was that I created an itinerary which said that on which day I will be doing what in the country I am visiting, and then you need to take a printout of that and take it. Then the reservation of a return ticket, you need to reserve your flight tickets in advance and you need to take that. Socio-professional situation. So basically you need to take your employment proof with you, a letter that you get from your employer. You need to take the bank statements and pay slips for the last 3 months with you. You need to show them the accommodation, proof of accommodation where you will be staying in the Schengen countries. And what I suggest you can make a booking from Expedia, and then you just need to take the booking reference, and then you need to take a travel health insurance with you. So guys, that was the list of the required documents that you need to take along with you to the VFS center, and the visa officer is going to check all these documents and make sure that you have all of them. Also, I want to tell you a few things. So the first thing is that when you are going to fill out the form, you pretty much need all the reservations, the hotel reservations, the flight tickets, and your entire itinerary ready, because all of that has to be checked by the visa officer at the VFS center. So you need to put all those details also in your application form, as well as you need to take proofs of the details to the VFS center. The second thing I wanted to tell you, because a lot of people might do it wrong, is that since you need a travel insurance for you, when you make your appointment the first time at the VFS center, on the last page of the receipt that you get via email from the VFS center, you'll see a link, and VFS yourself tells you which travel insurance you should take. So you can click on the link and you can take that travel insurance, because that is safe and it meets all requirements which is required for the Schengen visa. I hope you guys liked the video, and with the help of this video you'll be able to apply for your Schengen visa yourself. If you liked this video, please click on the like button and please share it with your friends who might get help from this. If you are new to my channel, you can also subscribe to my channel, as I make a lot of informational content which might be helpful for you. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye guys.